In the meantime, we got another question for you, Tommaso.
Okay.
Is it possible to rent housing? Like, is there a campus dorm? Is it on campus? Or is it outside of the universities? And also, what's the price for a dorm room?
Yeah, well, in that case, we do have all the facilities. We do have students' accommodations both in Madrid, Valencia, and Canary Islands. So that's really up to the student. We have accommodations inside the campus of Madrid. When it comes to Valencia and Canary Islands, the accommodations are based 3-4 minutes walking from the campus, so it's really, really close. The students do not need to let's say take a bus and go to the campus. They can take a bike or go just going on their own by feet. And so of course there is the possibility the opportunity to rent an apartment or to share an apartment with other students. We have, when it comes to accommodation, sorry, I didn't mention that the students can choose between double room or double bed or single bed rooms. So we have double option, but that's really up to the student. If the student wants to rent an apartment or to share an apartment, a flat with other students, there are loads of platforms that help the student to get a room. I can mention, for example, Idealista. We have City Life Madrid that helps students to find an accommodation, well, to find an apartment. City Life Madrid, it's very well organized. They only work with international students. You can choose as well if you want to rent, to share a flat in Villaviciosa, where I mentioned the campus is based, or in Madrid, in the city center. If you decide to go to Madrid, in that case, you need to take a bus that usually takes 25 minutes according to traffic jams in the morning. You will be on campus after 25-30 minutes, so it's all right. I take the bus myself every morning, so it's very well organized. It's a student's decision, but we do offer accommodations for the students.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. And I mean, if the dorm from Universidad Europea or the platforms don't really help you, of course, there's also Leap here to support you. Like, we were also dealing with multiple accommodation partners. And I mean, there's students who do all kinds of crazy things. Like, either you go together with other 3 international students and you get to know each other's cultures, you learn the languages, you cook together, or you're more of a solo student and you want a studio apartment, or you want to live the real cultural immersion and live with a Spanish host family. Like, I think sky's the limit. Everything is possible here.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's another question again from Mr. Salami. Do you help students to get internships?
We do have a team. We do have a department that guides the students through the internships, the internship process. It's called BECAS. Well, BECAS, B for Barcelona, ECAS. Yeah, they help the student to apply for the internship. They actually provide the students with all the information, and they decide. Well, they see if the student is eligible for the beca, for the internship. So yeah, we do have a team that is in charge of all these issues, of course. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And part of this question, maybe I can address this. Can I get a part-time job with my student visa? Absolutely. If you are a non-European student and you have a Type B student visa when you come here, there's a document that you can sign that's called Convenio de Práctica. Basically, it entitles you to work up to 20 hours per week. It's not more, because your primary purpose while you're in Spain should be really your bachelor or master studies. But at the same time, if you want to earn some money on the side or collect the first experience in the Spanish job market, you can work in a part-time job or internship.
Exactly.
Okay, so then let's talk about what people usually do. What do international students do after they go through the bachelor program? So let's say I just came from Egypt and I have studied a 3 or 4 year program at UE. How can you help me afterwards to, you know, settle down in Spain? Is there something that the university offers?
Well, actually, I will mention maybe a number that is very interesting to your students. So you can you will start figuring out how the academic model of the Universidad Europea helps the student to get a job. 89% of our students, that's the statistics from 2020, so last year, fingers crossed in 2021 will be even better. Actually, 89% of our students find a job. I mean, like a steady job with a steady contract. We are not talking about part-time jobs. After 12 months, so in 1 year time, you will have a stable contract, according to the statistics of the students from Universidad Europea that got a master's degree or a bachelor's degree at Universidad Europea. We do justify this very high percentage because 50%, even more, of your study plan every year will be based on practical hours. We do have actually modern infrastructures, and it's very easy, both in Spain and in Europe, or if you want, since we have loads of international programs, you can get back to your country and get a job. The curricula of our programs are are full of what the market, the job market asks for. So it's not a big, it's never a big issue for our students to find a job. We do, of course, during the 4 years, the professors try to, let's say, design the path for the students and try to direct the students to maybe you are more appropriate to apply for this kind of sector, for this kind of industry. But generally speaking, all our students have no problems to find a stable job. And last thing, maybe the most important one. The students that got the graduation from Universidad Europea, always statistically, they got on the first contract 40% higher salary than the other private universities in Spain. So that's all. That's again from 2020, and fingers crossed in 2021 we will keep the same stats. That it is a quite good one. Mm-hmm. And why not improve from our side as well? So don't worry about your future job. You have plenty of opportunities. We have more than 300 agreements with universities, with companies, with big companies, where you can have both professional and student experience. You can go to the States. You can go to, according, of course, to the program. We do have different agreement according to the program, but plenty of options for you to be ready for the job market. So just feel.
So it's kind of like sounds the ultimate all-in-one package. So like first the professors help you to design your own study path. You have collaborations with companies and universities where you send all your students also internationally to the States and all over the world. And the students get, on average, 40% higher salary than if they study in other private universities. I mean, 40% is a lot. It's almost 45%.
It's a lot, yeah.
Yeah. So,
especially for
yeah, I mean, in the meantime, to all the audience that's still watching, is there anything that you would like to know from Tommaso right now, who's again the admissions manager at Universidad Europea for all the undergraduate study programs, 100% in English? If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Let us know. And I think Tommaso is currently again frozen. Let's give him another minute. There he is.
Sorry, just got frozen. I'm back. Sorry. Yeah, just feel free to ask any kind of question, even like a personal advice. Maybe I've been in your side, I guess Tom as well. So I've been traveling a lot as a student. So if you have any kind of queries or doubts about, I don't know, like just personal recommendations, well, just take the opportunity to let us know.
So here's a question from Nuruddin, and maybe Tommaso, for your information. Nuruddin is a student who came here from outside of Europe, and he just recently arrived in Barcelona. Right now he's doing a foundation program because he's gonna take the selectividad. He already has a very high level of Spanish, and he wants to be a dentist in the future. And now what he wants to know is if is there a difference in fees for dentistry programs in Spanish or in English?
Yes, there is a difference. Actually, we do offer the students who are interested in dentistry, we do offer 4 different options. We have 4 options: English and Spanish, Valencia and Madrid. So you can choose between Spanish or English, both in Madrid and Valencia. Prices are different. Prices are slightly different. In Madrid, it's costlier. It's a bit more expensive than Valencia. It's 20,000 euros per year in English and 18,000 in Spanish, Madrid. Valencia, it's 18,000 in English and 16 in Spanish. So there is a couple of thousand euros difference between the degrees according to the language and according to the campus. So I'm talking about the total fee. A few minutes ago, we mentioned the reservation fee. The reservation fee is included onto the 16, 18 or 20, whatever. So it's included. When I say 16, it's everything. So the full year with the reservation fee and with the tuition fee.
So I guess to sum it up, there is a difference between Spanish is a little bit more economic than studying fully in English, and studying in Valencia is a bit more economic than studying in Madrid.
There is no
we have to put it on the scale, and then maybe you have some additional money to spend on other living expenses like tapas and
and good sangria.
We had another question from Vimo Fashions. What is the maximum acceptable age for bachelor admission?
There is no minimum age. Actually, from 45, we do have a special process. But you can apply either if you are 17, 18, or if you are 33, 35, just feel free to send the application to Tom, and we will manage it. So it's never too late. So I don't know how old is our the student, but it's never too late. So no worries about it. If you think it's the right time to apply for a university bachelor's degree, feel free, and we will help you through the process.
I'm with you on this one, Tommaso. It's never too late, and it really depends. If you need a change in your life, if you need a change of air, if you want to personally develop or just change your CV to a more positive outcome, have more opportunities in Spain and Europe. I mean, I think undergraduate or master programs at Universidad Europea are really the way to go with. And Samuel was asking, why did you choose Spain to study and not US or UK?
Myself.
I guess. Is that a personal question for Tommaso?
Actually, I studied in UK. I studied in Loughborough University as well. So in UK, I don't know if you know it, it's very close to Leicester. I studied 1 year in Loughborough, and I studied in France as well, in Nancy, and then that was just out of the blue. I found a master here in Spain. I started the master. I enjoyed Spain. I enjoyed the mentality, the environment, everything, the way people approach to life. I'm doing another master right now, and with people who are I am in some groups with people who are maybe 55 years old. So actually, as Tom said, it's never too late. and it's very stimulating to have to see these people studying. I'm not maybe super old. I'm not that young. I'm 27, so it's. But yeah, I studied in UK. I would love maybe to have a master in the US as well. But now I have a job. I'm doing another master now. I need to maybe calm down, cool down a little bit. Otherwise, my life gets too too stressed.
No, I understand. And I mean, it's an interesting story that you have here. And maybe also for me, because I did my master's as well in Barcelona, and I initially studied in Germany, and then I did my Erasmus in Turkey, which is quite unusual, I guess.
Destination.
And then I came to Spain, and I was just overwhelmed by the international people here and the community that you're able to build, like the kind of friends you make here, and also the business opportunities. Was just a reason for me to initially come here and then finally to stay here. And now I've been in Spain since more than 5 years, and I don't want to go.
For me, it's 4. So I came for 6 months, and then it's been 4 years. So yeah, the life quality is quite high.
So Samuel, yeah, I hope we answered your question. And then there's another question. What is the most popular degree at UE?
Oh, that's a good question. We do not. Well, I will mention maybe health-related programs. So physiotherapy, because it's available, for example, in French as well. So for French-speaking students, dentistry is one of our top stars programs, because it's available in Spanish and English, and it's quite unusual to find it in English in Spain. We have psychology in English that gets a lot of success with international students. If you're interested in psychology, we have dozens of students who are international. Architecture, I will mention maybe the best programs internationally. Architecture in English, we have loads of students coming to Madrid, because it's only available in Madrid, the English version, the English speaking program. International business, we are not a business school. We offer any kind of programs in all the faculties we mentioned, but international business is a good one as well. International business plus international relations, it's a double degree. It's 5 years actually, because in Spain it's 4 years, but the double degrees are 5 years. There are a lot of programs. I mentioned the most successful with international students, and of course the Real Madrid School. We have 8,000 students every year. More than a half are international. So people coming from everywhere, Middle East, United States, a lot of athletes coming from the States. It's huge, as you can imagine. Well, the Real Madrid team, I'm not, unfortunately, a Real Madrid fan, but I have to admit that Real Madrid school is a huge one. But yeah, that's
I wouldn't say that too loud in Madrid. Yeah.
I don't know if there are Real Madrid fans, but yeah, I'm Italian, so I'm Juventus fan, and so but still, the Real Madrid school academically, I have to admit that Real Madrid is the biggest football team in football history, and academically they are very well. Nothing to say. They're very well organized, and so many masters for students. They can choose among so many options, and it's a top tier school for us, of course, for the Universidad Europea, for sure.
I think you have another Juventus fan in the viewership. I don't know if you saw it.
Hopefully you will apply for the Universidad Europea. We will meet up on the campus.
Oh, yeah, it's your chance. So yeah, I guess I'm mostly at the end of my talking points. Are there any other questions in the audience that we have? Oh yeah, big Real Madrid fan here.
We are sorry for Cristiano, but no.
So I guess again, to summarize what Tommaso and I were talking about. So there's loads and loads of undergraduate bachelor programs and master programs fully in English, bilingual or in Spanish, available in Madrid, Valencia, and another Madrid campus in Madrid and another campus in Canary Islands. LEAP can support you with all the application process. We're happy to help you gathering all the documents, supporting you with the visa and relocation. Tommaso has mentioned there's a lot of possibilities to study in a blended system. So like studying online, studying on campus, and having a healthy mix in between there. Right now, the enrollment period is open, so it's a good time to apply. And for another 5 days, there will be 50% discount on the reservation fee. So right now would be a great time to apply. And when does the semester start, Tommaso?
The semester we do not have. Well, we haven't confirmed the day. It should be on September 20th, but we prefer to have the. It's usually last year was on the 23rd of September, so just for you to have, let's say, a reference. But yeah, it's usually on the 3rd week of September. We don't have the official calendar yet, but it's usually on the 3rd week of September. Yeah.
Okay, but with certainty we can say it will be September or maybe the 1st week of October. In any way, we have now 8 months to finalize the application process, the student visa, find you the proper accommodation, and get you started with the undergraduate program at Universidad Europea.
Exactly. We still have time. We do actually, as a personal recommendation, since we have limited seats with for all our programs, for master's and bachelor's degrees, we do recommend to start the application if you have, of course, already made your decision as soon as you can. For an economic reason as well, as we mentioned, we have this 50% discount that is active, applicable in January. So it's a pretty interesting one, and so yeah, just if you want, if you can, take the opportunity to get this discount and to apply as well for yourselves to organize the trip, because you are all international students. The accommodations, all the legal stuff, the homologation, the visa we mentioned. So it's usually recommendable to apply as soon as you can. As soon as you make up your minds, and you welcome days as well, so you can get all the information, everything. So yeah, we do recommend to start as soon as you can.
Yeah. So for anybody who's interested, you can reach us on @studiesinSpain on Instagram, or visit our new beautiful website www.studiesinSpain.com, where we also have a nice course finder and a university page for Universidad Europea, where you can see all the information that we talked about. And if you want to speak to one of our personal counselors, just reach out to us. We're reachable on all the channels, email, WhatsApp, Skype, whatever you'd like. And also, if you have questions for Tommaso, you can just send them through LEAP, and we make sure that he gets them. And is there anything else you would like to tell our viewership, Tommaso?
Well, actually, as you've been an international student, I do recommend I usually say to take the risk. I know the questions you have. I know the questions you have. You've been there. I know the questions your mom has, maybe your parents. So just actually take the risk. You will see the results after a few years, because maybe you decide to get back to your country. I don't know if I'm gonna spend my life in Spain, but on a personal point of view, I realized that I am much richer than so many. I'm talking about, let's say, experience. Personal experience. I'm much richer than my peers. You will have friends from. I have, well, not now, of course, but I usually organize trips with friends from Poland, from Germany, from Middle East. We do stuff together. You will have the chance to maybe travel for free because you have a friend living in Poland or wherever, in Norway. And personally speaking, you will be much richer than you can expect right now, because you have so many questions. But just take the risk. The first couple of weeks will be awful, because you don't like the food, you don't like the environment, you don't like maybe your room, you will hate everything. But after a couple of weeks, you will have friends, you will have, let's say, more references in different countries, you will be happier. And so, yeah, just make your decision, of course, take your time to make your decision, and just pack your stuff and go ahead.
Yeah, and I mean, you will be richer in experience, and of course, after you graduate.
40%. Don't forget the
salary, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, so also from my side, take the risk, or as we like to say here, take the leap, and come to Spain and study an undergraduate program. I think there's no more questions. Tommaso, thank you so much for... Ooh, we got one last question. Could you remunerate the discount specifications? I missed that part. For the next 5 days, there will be a 50% discount in the reservation fee. And now I think we've covered all the questions. If you have anything else, please reach out to me, reach out to Tommaso after the session, and we're happy to jump on a call with you and answer all your questions. Tommaso, thank you very much. And
my pleasure.
Hello from Barcelona, and goodbye from Barcelona.
Goodbye from Madrid. Thank you very much, Tom, for the invitation and the organization. Thank you, the students. And hopefully I will see you soon in our campuses. Thank you very much again.
We're looking forward. Thanks. Bye, Tommaso.
Bye.